it's a very kind of relation business. You don't want to invest into somebody you don't know, you don't trust. Typically when I invest, I like to invest into my friends who I know for like over 2 years or something like that.
Right.
So I can trust the person, and I know that person from like everyday life rather than knowing him under cosmetics when he's fundraising.
Yeah. And this is an important lesson for founders is to play the long game.
Yes.
You're going to meet people. You want them to understand what you're building and why you're building it. And then they can put a little check mark in their journal, in their database. Oh, okay, I met this founder. They're doing something interesting. Yeah.
So even in Series A, maybe we believe that the founder is the single most important factor in investing, and especially their motivation. We don't want to invest into people whose interest into money or power. We look for some, truly rooted down motivation why they want to do this business. They would have like a passion for it, or they would have like almost like a karma to do that business or something like that. So we want to know why the founder is doing that business, and if that why is solid, you can, you would have the grit to continue the business when you're even in the hard things. And in the end, if the founder doesn't give up, the business is still alive. So you always need that strong motivation or driver why the founder is doing the business.
This is really important for founders to understand, that our number one fear, our nightmare as investors, is not that the company runs out of money or they have to pivot. It's that the founder gives up.
Exactly. So we don't want founders, just fleeing irresponsibly. So, and of course, sometimes it's important for the founders to, rightly give up, because after all, if you look at it from the macro perspective, it's a kind of utility business as I look at it. So the founder is the most precious resource in the startup community, and you want to maximize the utility of the founders.
So if the founder picks an idea, they have the karma, they're passionate for it, and they get 2-3 years into this adventure and they realize the market isn't ready, the market doesn't want it. They can't force consumers, they can't force a business to want their vision of the world. So yeah, sometimes it's the right thing to shut it down.
Yeah. So, it's okay that your hypothesis is wrong. What is not okay is you just kind of, be irresponsible, or, you do some kind of immoral things or things like that. But, if your hypothesis does make sense, but it doesn't turn out to be right, I think it's a nice try. And even from our investor kind of perspective, we'd like to invest into those kind of founders. It's not the result which matters. So if founders had a very logical and, hypothesis or investment theme that made sense, but if he fails, it's okay. We want to invest again into that serial entrepreneur.
This is also very important. If failure in the United States, we champion it. We are excited to see. It's not what we want to happen, but when we see a founder fail, it's almost universally if they don't give up the precursor to later success. We've got a brand new sponsor this week, and it's another amazing startup whose product we actually use every day here at Launch. If you need to hire, manage, pay, or equip team members anywhere around the world, you need Deal. DEEL. They're going to take care of all the annoying HR tasks you don't have time for, like payroll, compliance, visas, and onboarding, so you can stay focused on your business. And Deal scales up with you from the first hire on, so there's never any need to switch platforms or transition into a new system. With Deal, you can set up payroll for any country in just minutes and get all the complicated visas and paperwork settled right away, allowing your business to grow without borders. That's why more than 37,000 startups and fast-moving companies are already using Deal to accelerate their hiring and growth. Find out more by visiting deal.com/twist. That's DEEL.com/twist.